such an asshole.
Oh, it's one of those things where I was like watching the screen roll by. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm live. Look, that's me on the screen waiting for me to act. Look at that. Sorry, I helped someone move earlier today. Asshole Consulting, how you kids doing? We have requests. If you have requests, blah, 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 money, doody-doo, emails, and links to everything down below. Hello, Mr. Cleary. I would first like to say thank you for saving my life 3 years ago. Here to help, as long as you pay me. Because of a few people, Turd Flinging Monkey, Dave Ramsey, and yours truly, there's a triumvirate. And there's a 50-cent word. I did not commit suicide after not finding work in my field for 9 months after college and dealing with the disaster of my first and second ex-fiancé. Dude, that sounds horrible. One of the worst times of my life was graduating from college and never finding a job that was anywhere near what I was promised I would get if I busted my ass off, which I most certainly did. And that's why boomers all go to hell. So some don't. I don't know one though. All right. And then you went through a disaster with your first and second ex-fiance. Like you got engaged, you broke up, then you got engaged again. I became a leftist scum in college, low-paying part-time job, living at home with college debt, gained weight, 300 pounds, and making little money. Sanity is the future of wealth. Go get it, boys and girls. Nice little essay. Reading Bachelor Pad Economics and your other books really helped. It gave me the courage to move 2,500 miles from home to start my first job in safety, working 80 hours a week during the night shift for 2.5 years with 8 different bosses during my stay in Nevada. Kick my ass. Thank you so much, and I recommend your books and channel to my friend. Look at it. See, look, this is what this guy did. He wandered in the desert. All you people don't want to wander in the desert. You all graduate right from high school and go off to college, and then everything is set until you die at 79 and a half years old. And then you all like good, and then when just like me, what you were promised by your parents, largely Gen X now, follow your heart and the money will follow. Any grace of God, you can anything, the places you will go. If your parents ever got you that book for a graduation gift, punch them in the fucking face. All right? Punch them in the fucking face because they're lying to you. Now watch. Blogger podcaster Aaron Clary arrested because child punched father in face. Father sues podcaster. Podcaster makes millions of dollars in sales off new book. Worthless. Young person's indispensable guide to choosing the right major because the father wasn't a real father and didn't tell his son or daughter about the realities of the labor market. So you went wandering through the desert. You went through your galvanizing process. You went through your baptism of fire. And now what was pig iron is steel. What was unsharpened is sharpened. What was coal is diamond. You're a better man for it now. And so I know that sucked. I know it sucked, man, but that's exactly what you needed. And now you are much stronger, ready to go forward in life alive. And very few things will phase you in life. Very few. I'm writing today to get your advice on how my life is going and my plan for the next 2 years. The reason for 2 years is because I do not want to pay back my $8,000 sign-in bonus. Oh, unless I find a good job. Okay, so you got to stick around for 2 years for the $8,000. Yeah, I had a sign-on bonus a couple times, and usually it's worth it. But I don't know, 2 years. If you get a better job that pays you, $8,000 more, bye. But the signing bonus, and that's the greatest thing, man. Write that check. Have the $8,000 escrowed away. So if you need to, here's your $8,000. Just to be a dick, add $40 in interest, add plus interest. Here's my background. Young man who is tall. I don't want to give too much. You have a worthless degree in a government type position. Yes, it was stupid. Had you known better, you would have gone into engineering or computer science. It's a good field, but extremely hard to find your first job outside of college. I have no debt as I paid off my college by working long hours. How do I pay off my student loan debt? Work a lot of hours and work some more and don't spend no money. No credit card and drive a cheap Jeep with 170,000 miles for the last 6 years. No kids and no date lately due to terrible experiences. If you want dating market data, I will provide some good stories. I need data, not stories. Stories are great, but I need data. I can't present. Well, this guy told a story, and all women or guys are like this. I have 30 grand in the bank for an emergency fund, 20,000 in an IRA and a 401k. I have 47 guns with ammo. I inherited them and plan on downsizing. Good. You'll raise a couple grand. Dude, sell now. With everybody worried about the election, now's a good time to sell guns. Now watch it be even better afterwards. Sell some now, then sell some later. Keep a pistol, a carbine, a rifle, and a shotgun. Buying 200 ounces of silver. You make a good money. Oh, you make good salary, man. Good salary. Good for you. As a thing I don't want to say where you have monthly bills that are a small fraction of your total take-home pay. You invest the lion's share of that, and you have $500 a month for fun. You could maybe up that a little bit, but maybe it's just chilling out. Never smoke. Dad died at age 16 when I was hunting with him because he smoked for 35 years. Never drank alcohol. My left second fiance was killed by a drunk driver during third year of college. Okay. Yeah, you went through some tough times there, kid. I currently rent an apartment. Live a distance away from family. Slowly making friends at the new job. But there's some problems. I don't want to give too much detail. You run a small, cool, little crafty business on the side. And you've been doing that for 14 years. Make a little bit of profit per year. That's fine. That's great. See, it's so unique. I don't want to tell anybody, but it's really cool. My hobbies are really cool, and you fossil hunt. That is a very classy, very eclectic. Very few people can fossil hunt. I'll say that. Keep me busy. I've entirely given up on dating women, and I don't want to identify this because I don't want to. My main goals in life for the next 2 years: lose weight. I'm 160 pounds. Getting to 190 pounds in 2 years is my number one goal in life. Good. Go talk to Myron Gaines if you're having trouble. I've started running 6 miles a day and lifting weights. Well, you don't have to talk to Myron Gaines now because you're doing the hard work. Lost 10 pounds in the last 2 months and changed my diet. Do you have suggestions or good workout channels? Give me a kick in the answer. Dude, there's no. Okay, if you want, I'd go talk to Myron Gaines. All right. He's a jacked young dude, kind of like what you want to become. He also was overweight. I wouldn't say fat, but he was overweight. Tell him Cappy sent you. But if you don't want to go there, pay the fee or whatever, you'll get like 85, 90% there, and you know what you have to do. You work out and you run. You're doing that now. Go easy on your knees the first couple of bits, like 6 miles a day. Are you sure that's what you should be doing with that much weight on your frame? Maybe start biking or, run 3, walk 6. Just make sure you're not destroying your knees. And then diet, it's one of, you could do calories in, calories out. You just don't eat a lot of food. You could do what I do, which is no carbs. You could also do what the great one does, but I do partially, and that is fasting. I really only have a meal and a half a day, and I do not eat. I don't have breakfast. And I usually don't eat until about 2 in the afternoon. Then I'll have like another small meal, more of a snack. I got to eat a lot of food to keep my cholesterol down. So it's not like things I want to eat. It's like carrots, oatmeal, almonds, green tea. That's practically another meal. It's not exciting. But that quasi fasting shrinks your stomach. All right. And then you get full. And when you're full, you stop eating. You always get a to-go bag. You always get it to go. The great one, he used to do 1 meal a day. Now he's doing 1 meal every other day. So he'll have coffee and water or whatever. Also drink whatever. But he only eats 1 meal every other day. And he's seen results. That is the quickest way to start losing weight, I'd say. And that it's the simplest. Go work out more exercise. The running with that weight on that frame, maybe do something else until you lose more weight. Then you can go running, or you walk, or maybe you go pedal biking. But I would lose more weight. I would drop down to maybe 240 before I'd start running, because that's a lot of weight to be putting on those knees. So something less impact. Then when you're down to 240, then go run. And 6 miles a day. I guess if you're running 6 miles a day, you must be doing it all right. And lifting weights. All right, so you lost 2 pounds. You lost 10 pounds in 2 months. Dude, you need to really change your diet then. Because if you're running 6 miles a day and lifting weights, that should be eating away much quicker than, especially your newbie gains. You should be losing a lot more. But I don't like having very complicated things because life has so much crap going on in it just to maintain and support yourself that if anything's very different, it's like, look, a very simple one, no carbs. You just don't eat carbs. No sugar, no carbs. Find out what carbs are. That's basically it. Don't eat them. So there's your diet. Don't eat more than once a day or maybe 1.5 times a day. Shrink your stomach. That helps out a lot too. So your stomach will start to contract if you just like wait and not eat. Yeah, you're going to go hungry for like a week or two, but then you'll get used to it and your stomach won't be as big. It won't be as full, or will get fuller quicker. So you're eating less there. Yeah, and then fast. You don't need 3 meals a day. You absolutely do not. You need one. One is all I would say. One every other day. You really got to have a real steel mind to handle it like the great one does, because I just get pissed off if I don't have some food sometime. And so there's not much to kick your ass there. It's just eat less. You know what to do. Maybe Myron Gaines has some help. Look him up. Number 2, work on my career. I've been in the safety field for 3 years now, and I enjoy and hate it. I am working on getting 3 more certifications in the field, similar to a CPA. Maybe go back to school for engineering. Okay, so I become a safety engineer. There you go. No, nothing. Look, if you're not dating girls because you're not ready, you don't have the time, even with a serious regimen of working out, you should have a little bit of time to like maybe take a class or 2 online. There'd be nothing wrong with that. Going back to school online, getting a couple credits here or there. I think that's a fine idea. Or get more certificate, one more certificate to become that. I'm doing research to figure it out. Current employer will pay for it after a year of working there. I would get the certification because it pays 85 grand. Whereas if you became a safety engineer, that'd be 90 grand. So 5 grand isn't worth 2 more years of school at minimum, which I estimated would be. So I'd go with the certification if you can get that money, and then you don't have to go back to school. But you may want to go back to school just for social activities or intellectual stimulation. It's possible. God almighty, I've thought about going back to get a doctorate in something I don't know. Not economics, because I know more than those fucking blowhards do. But I don't know, psychology. Wouldn't it be ironic if I became a therapist, like a certified one, except instead of a Marxist man-hating dipshit, I'm like, yeah, I'm a generally pro guy. And yeah, go work out and be masculine. It's awesome. Moved to Tampa, Florida. I've been to most states. I love where I am, but hated Nevada with a passion. The taxes, it's not worth living in this beautiful state. I'm helping my mom sell and remodel her house so she can retire. In 2 years, she will be in Florida with my sister in a new house. Because I am a minimalist and moved 7 times in 3 years, this should be easy. I love Florida because of the weather, gators. I want to pet alligator, fishing, beaches, and low taxes. Yeah. Oh, no, I love Florida. Tampa would be where I'd move to St. Petersburg, but it's the same area. Yeah, but not right now because you got a job. Remember the time you didn't have a job and it was miserable? Yeah, imagine that. Okay. You're making good money and everybody enjoys and hates their job. Most people hate it. I'm surprised you enjoy it. So I would keep saving up your money, keep working up, get your certification, have them pay for it, be a good employee, stay there. But maybe when your mom moves down. Okay, because you're not going to move until your mom and your family was. So maybe a year after your mom moves down, all right, put in due time, your time at the office to make sure you're a good employee for your employer. Get the certification and the experience, save the money. Like your system's working now. Don't mess with it. I know you don't like snow. I know you don't like their taxes, but just stick with it for now. And then when your mom moves down south, then you have a free place to stay. And then you can fly down, interview, and then start looking for jobs. But right now, we all got to embrace the suck a little bit. Dude, I'm 45. I'm still stuck in fucking Minnesota. I'm going to get the fuck out of here for a long time. You can, a little bit of time up front now. So you got a good 3, 4, maybe even 5 years on your resume, your first job. Boom. All the certificate. Then start looking for other jobs. Live a little. I plan on going to Australia to cage dive with great whites for 3 weeks at Neptune Island after I finish 2 years at my current job. You can figure out my bucket list. Well, why do you have to finish 2 years to go? Why don't you go this winter if they open up flight? I don't see, you got 2 weeks vacation, I'd imagine. Go there. You need to get away from your job too. You need a break. What do you think? I know this is long, but what do you think about my goals and how I turn my life around? Thank you for your time and take care. If you want some fossils, I would gladly send you some dinosaur fossils from my collection as a thing. Well, don't send me ones that are all fancy. Like if you found one, don't send me your fancy ones. I know how those are keepers. Hell yeah, I'll take a dinosaur fossil. Just one. I'll take a dinosaur fossil. They're brilliant goals. They're great goals. You need more aggression with your dieting, I'm going to guess, if you're running 6 miles. Your career, I'd go with the industrial hygienist and then like slowly take classes in engineering. I like how women are not the number one thing in your priority list. You're starting to see payoff from it with the money you've saved up. I can totally understand why you may be a little reserved having 2 fiancés, one dying on you. I like your goal to get to Florida, but I would not be in a rush to get there if it sacrifices, if it puts a slight blemish on your resume. And if your job is working out now, dude, just stay there, suck it up. Okay. It's not as bad as Nevada, apparently. I don't know why you hated Nevada with a passion. Wait till your mom establishes a beachhead down there, then you get free lodging. And here's the other thing. You go down on weekends, check it out, see if you really want to move to Tampa. St. Petersburg, though, I bet instead. And I don't know why you're waiting until 2 years to go to Australia. If you got the vacation time, go this winter. Break up winter. You hate winter up there, right? Go to Australia. Enjoy the 15-hour flight across the Pacific. Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to that. There you go. All right. Holy cow. We got money. M2 PG4 for $5. Girls, following my earlier super chat, just deleted Tinder and Bumble after 24-hour usage. The attitude made me sick and angry to my stomach. Yuck. Dude, I remember what the video is called Tinder is the waste bin of humanity. Somebody paid me to try Tinder for like a weekend. What a fucking, and this is like 2-3 years ago. Holy shit, what a fucking waste. Guys, even if you don't make that much money, guys, your time is not worth it. Go pay a girl at the meeting arrangement, seeking arrangement. Just go. Just pay for it. It's just going to be cheaper. And as studies have shown, I'll be highlighting this and explaining this on analyzing the return on investment on the pursuit of women when it is published, slated for December, November, maybe. If you look at online dating stats, it is horrific. 3 out of 16,500 swipes, one guy. He got 3 dates out of 16,500 swipes. And that says nothing of all the emailing he had to deal with hundreds of matches. Your self-respect is just not worth it. Okay? So I would, I'm surprised you listed 24 hours. Royal Boyle for 2 British pounds. Captain, did you see Sin World is bankrupt? 45,000 jobs. What's Sin World? Sin World? Sin World. Oh, is it it's a movie chain thing. British cinema company and is the world's second largest cinema chain with 9,518 screens across the UK, Ireland, Poland, Romania, Israel, Hungary, Czech, Bulgaria, and Slovakia. Well, that's good news. You know why it's good news? Because the movie theaters don't go away. They're still there. And they will sell it to somebody who has lots of cash for 40 cents on the dollar. And that means that when they have to charge ticket prices, you all were complaining about ticket prices, right? $16 for a brand new ticket or whatever. Well, if they can pick up these relatively new buildings at 40 cents on the dollar, they can lower their prices by about 60%. But you guys don't want that. You don't want that, right? You want to all pay not only high ticket prices, you want to pay more in taxes, so we should bail them out, right? Bail them out, right? So you pay taxes so that company could continue charging you $16 a ticket. Or you just let them sit and spin and somebody comes and says, I can operate this way cheaper. and then you're only paying $8 a ticket. But what about the 45,000 people without the oh, I guess shit happens, huh? Increasingly starting to believe that young, stupid people, by young people under 40, you guys actually think that it's the job of the government to make sure that no bad shit happens at all in life. Like, there's just not supposed to be anything bad. But that's not fair. Frank got a nickel and Jimmy only got a penny. Woo-hoo. Judd Grover, $10. One of Truth Boy's recent red evenings, Jack Napier showed off some of his Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Have you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, or Pokemon cards? I know you're into D&D. Just curious about your nerd pop. Whoa, Judd, hold on now. Now, look. By the time Pokemon came out, I was in college, all right? I didn't have time. I didn't have the wealth to be a nerd. I was a poor nerd. And I didn't have, Yu-Gi-Oh came after Pokemon. And the Pokemon, the cartoon, is actually a good, wholesome cartoon that taught you work ethic and discipline and how to handle failure. It was a good cartoon. It was great. I always cheer for Brock. He was always trying to get the girls and he'd fail. Oh, it was wonderful. It was a good cartoon. But I didn't have the money to go swap out Boba Fett for Pikachu or whoever it was. So yes, remember Jack is 10, 15 years younger than me. You know, when I was patrolling, he didn't hit puberty until I was 30. You know, when I was 30, when I was TJ Martinell's age, Jack was 15. Oh goodness, what are these? Mother, there's things up of my willy. I don't know. He has more or less a British accent. So, no, I didn't. But no, man, I got into Battletech. I got into, more recently, Settlers of Catan. I played Ultima on the computer. No, I was totally nerdy, very nerdy. Just ask all the people who are poor and divorced and on government assistance that I used to go to school with. They'll tell you how nerdy I was. Hi, guys. Movie theater popcorn is so overpriced. I never understood that. Now, Alex, he's over in Poland, I believe. Who pays for that shit? Like, I always snuck in I got to get my popcorn and my big soda. What are we going to do without it? I don't know. Watch the fucking movie. Judd Grover for $2. Not dissing. Used to be a big nerd. Sold all in 2007. See, why'd you do that? You must have had some okay cards there. I'm getting back into my nerd again. One of these days, depending if I have a good, after tax, I'm going to wait for after taxes. See how much I owe or how much maybe is owed to me in 2021. But I may go buy that precious 1909 SVDB wheat penny that nobody else has in their wheat penny collection. I may actually go buy that when I'm a little older. So I'll get my coin collecting nerdery back on, but that's probably once I'm out in South Dakota. I don't have to worry about moving. Jesus, why am I bleeding? What the hell happened here? God, that's weird. You're just bleeding all of a sudden? Happened to you guys? All right, there you go. Questions, answers, ASOconsulting.com. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.